11, 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, sound 1.
I don't go into the woods with random, even white people.
I thought you were about to be like, I don't go to the woods with white people. I'm like, wow, that's terrible.
I mean, I don't. Is it cozy though? Come on, think about it. Even if you're there with 4 or 5
Bro, it's called the
people,
Black Forest. You should be cozy as shit here. It's only happened one time. I hurt my asshole one time playing a horror game.
If I break into a house and this 15-year-old kid has a fucking nice ass sword, I'm mowing him down.
Welcome back. It's episode... What episode is this, Devin? 4?
4, yep.
It's probably 5. You're probably wrong. Like you usually are.
You're probably fucking wrong. You said 4 first, you bitch.
Fuck you. I'll make it your problem. Anyway, happy Halloween, everybody. If you're watching this on Patreon early, we still got a little ways to Halloween. If not, hi, happy Halloween. Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
We're talking to you guys a little later because you didn't pay us to enjoy this early. God. The nerve.
Jeez.
Yeah, fuck. All right, anyway, what is today's topic, Devin? What is today's topic?
Today is all about that spooky shit, bro. That spooky
shit. We're going to cover all sorts of crazy shit today. And throw ourselves into some hairy situations. Maybe having the Japanese suicide forest as our first backdrop is not the best. Thinking about it being on the screen, but that's not the point.
Not.
But you guys don't know that because you're audio listeners, and it's not there. We're scrolling up to this weird little tree thing. For all you video people, good for you. You know what we're doing.
See,
all right.
But the thing about that is, for the video people, that forest is also probably something fucked up too. So we don't know if the suicide forest is better or if that is better. You know?
This is true. These are what the hell is this? World's most haunted forests. So we're reading about them. Well, they're going to come into play either now or later, which kind of terrifies me. We've amped up the spook factor. We should probably have some creepy, the classic accordion. The see, that turned into James Bond. I can't get. I was doing Lord of the Rings, and I'm not doing anything, man. Musically, I'm not there. You guys can thank me for splicing together that intro music.
You said accordion with James Bond immediately.
Yeah. James Bond featuring, Weird Al Yankovic. But yeah. All right. Travel, and leisure. When scheming demons, lovelorn ghosts, and energy vortexes abound, only the bravest of travelers should enter. Japan. Because I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Well, it's probably Aokigahara. Oh God, no! There's no way that's how it's pronounced.
I feel like you got close enough. That's as close as I would have got.
How to pronounce? We're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it.
Oh, fuck you! How dare you? What is? Fuck. It goes, people also ask, and it says, what is this forest known for? It's sometimes referred to as the most popular site for suicide in Japan. Not good.
It is located on the northwestern flank of Mount Fuji. In Japanese, it is said as Aokigahara.
You know what? Close enough. Close enough.
You're pretty close, yeah.
I feel like that dude was trying to fuck me whenever he read it, by the way. Anyway.
Was that like ASMR?
Yeah. Yeah. He's talking about a really fucked up place in Japan, so kind of insensitive on his part, don't you think? Anyway. Known as the Sea of Trees, the dense forest at the northwest base of Mount Fuji is one of the eeriest places in the world. It is rumored that large underground iron deposits interfere with compasses, setting walkers forth on the wrong paths. Sadder still, the forest has been the site of more than 500 reported suicides since the 1950s. Locals claim to hear their spirits scream through the night. That's fucking terrifying, actually. I thought it was going to be in bad taste. Now I'm scared as shit of that. The idea that your compass can't work and you get lost in that forest and then imagine being there in the dead of night. Screams. Oh.
Yeah. What do you do? Like, do you just sit? I mean, I guess you just sit still. You don't go towards it. That would be dumb.
See, I always feel safe up in trees, right? But then I'm like, anything that crawls up a tree that can get me, I'm done, dude. I'm gonna flip the fuck out way too hard.
Wait, hold on. Your safety spot is in a tree?
Yeah, maybe they've got like I don't know, like a fused nerve in their neck to where they can't really look up, you know? They're just kind of side to side. You know, sure, they can bend their hips back, forward a little bit and kind of arch up. But then they can't really look up as they're climbing, so I could just kind of kick them on the top of the head back down and be like, get back! I could.
What if it's a normal human being with no neck problems?
Whoa.
Climb up there.
So you're telling me that it's not a spirit I'm dealing with, it is a murderous lunatic?
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
That's fucking terrifying more, bro. Oh,
I mean,
no.
Think about it. Think about it like this.
Okay.
If you're going to this forest and you're there for whatever reason,
I'm
white
there.
People shit probably.
Look,
Anyways,
white people shit is like, let's go to that really haunted forest and like at night and yeah.
Let's live stream it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, Becky. You stupid fucking bitch.
Anyways, somebody that wanted to murder, Becky and Sally out here because they thought they were cute and gonna go into the literal forest called Suicide Forest. Like, that could be the murderer's spot, He's just like, someone's gonna be dumb and come out here, and I'm gonna, do my thing. And then Jordan over here thinks climbing a tree is getting away from him.
Look.
Not happening, bro.
Whatever means possible, dude. Okay. You know what?
Okay.
I realize during certain parts of these podcasts, I'm almost always eating. I've become the Brad Pitt of the podcast. I just eat. That's all I do. Also, I cough because I swallowed some Frank's Red Hot the wrong way and it fucking hurts. I've learned my lesson, okay? All right, so that would be a terrifying spot. That's actually, that'd freak me the hell out.
Yeah, we don't even have to go into much explanation with that one because that one's like clearly famously known to be terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went out whenever I was a kid, and like, what was it? God, it might have been like 4th grade or something like that, to a buddy's house. He lived out in the country and whatnot, and we're going snipe hunting. Have you ever been snipe hunting?
The hell is a snipe?
It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. I'm sitting there. I'm excited for the snipe hunt, but you have to go in the middle of the fucking night, right? So it's terrifying. And I'm pretty fucking scared as a little kid. I'm like, dude, I don't know about this. I felt safe because I was with friends. But bro, whenever you're out there, it's just fucking scary as shit. So, I went out to this guy's house. And, this kid, I should say. I'm not like some 9-year-old. It's like, let's go out to this old man's house in the woods. But I remember I made a very grave error in decision making at that place because they were like, hey, we could take the long way back or we could take like the quick way back. I'm like, I'll be fine. I'm really, really fucking thirsty, but I could survive for another like half hour on this trail. Bro, I could not get enough water. I was I was dead. As a child, I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I think this is it. I'm gonna be burnt to a crisp by the sun. They're just gonna leave me here before the snipe hunt. But my dad gives me a solid. He's like, hey son, I'm gonna let you know something about the snipe hunt. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, and he never refers to me as son. I act like he's like 97 years old. But he's like, yeah, snipes aren't real. I'm like, what? He's like, yep, it's a made up thing. They're going to be hiding out in the woods, and then in the middle of the night, they're going to come scare you. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with this? This is bullshit. I'm like, that's hilarious that there's not a snipe. However, now I've got a bunch of freaky ass old men waiting in the fucking bushes somewhere in the middle of the night, trying to scare these 9-year-olds. It did not work. Luckily.
Whose plan was it? You know, like, did they just tell, like, did the adults tell you as kids, like, go out there and get a snipe, and they're already out there in the woods, like, waiting for you? Like, who set this up? Who does that?
Well, see, I think the little fuckhead that I used to be friends with until he became a little fuckhead, man, I cannot show that I'm doing a podcast with him because his sister's really. Wow, I'm just like, I have like killed all possible denial of this because now it's just like he has a sister that's really sweet and she shows up at my work, but no, she's great.
Like he's about 5'9", brown hair.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm pretty sure he hated me towards the end of school, but that's another point. But anyway. Her dad was really great. Her dad took us on a Land Rover and drove off it felt like a cliff at the time, but it was like an 8-foot drop that I was like, holy shit, this dude just gunned it, went off this little kind of like cliff for a 9-year-old. It was the coolest shit ever. And I was like, that is some backwoods country dipshittery to just ramp your fucking car off into this deal. It's like, all right, with a bunch of 9-year-olds in it. But snipe hunt.
That's the most country thing I've ever heard.
Hey, you're not wrong. But I wonder who came up with that, because I bet you my friend at the time knew to go to the designated spot, which means that they were probably planning murders and stuff like that. I mean, come on, he's already got his kid like taking his school friends out in the middle of the night in the woods to get scared by old men. They could have killed us right then and there. They might have. But knowing that they were out there.
That's probably how it happens sometimes.
I'll tell you what, man.
Maybe not with them, but somewhere.
Dude, that was fun. But it was only fun because I knew that they were idiots out there, and it wasn't something snapping all the twigs and stuff like that. However, had I not known that it was all a ruse, I would have been pissing myself silly. Oh my god. I would be like, what the fuck was that noise? It's the middle of the night. I think I'm probably a bigger pussy now about camping. If I heard something, I'd be like, all right, get the 9. We're fucking going.
Pack it up. We're leaving.
Yeah, nope. But yeah, no. Snipes, they don't exist. If any white people ask you to go out in the woods in the middle of the night, probably not a good idea in the first place. But if they ask about a snipe, that's probably not good either. You should just steer clear, bro. You're not safe.
Yeah,
it's white people shit, so you're safe.
You didn't need to tell me that.
You're like, yeah. You're like, that's some white people shit. Like, trust me, I'm fine.
But I don't go into the woods with random, even white people.
I thought you were about to be like, I don't go into the woods with white people. I'm like, wow. That's terrible.
I mean, I don't. Technically not.
Whoa. What's wrong with white people in the woods, dude?
The shit that you just said. What do you mean?
You're not wrong. We may have a problem. There's an epidemic in this country. It's white people in forests. All right, speaking of forests.
It's been this way. Long time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Damn it. We got the Black Forest in Germany, guys. The Grimm's brothers set many of their fairy tales in this bewitching landscape along the Rhine. I'm going to say Rhine, and if it's wrong, you guys can go fuck yourself unless you're a patron. The only people that can critique my pronunciation are the patrons. So
And me.
become a patron and give us money. Fuck you, Devin. You're not a patron. You're a podcaster. The Rhine River in southwestern Germany, which looks just as you would imagine, so densely forested with fir and pine trees that sunlight rarely pierces through. I can't fucking read. It makes an ideal playground for mythological creatures like sorcerers, werewolves, witches, and kind-hearted dwarves. For a more adult tale of hauntings, killings, and dark magic in this forest, turn to the book The Necromancer, first published in 1794. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of the Grimm brothers. That's a thing. That's like, isn't that like I could be totally wrong, but I thought that was like Hansel and Gretel.
I think so.
Like
I think that's
the German version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was a Brothers Grimm deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's I don't know. I like the mythos behind the Black Forest, but sunlight barely getting through the trees. I think that's just cozy. That's a little less scary. Now, if you're by yourself,
Yeah.
and some freaky shit was going on, a little bit of a different story.
Is it cozy though? Come on, think about it. Even if you're there with like 4 or 5
Bro, it's called the
people,
Black Forest. You should be cozy as shit here. Huh? Huh?
I
See what I did there?
see what you did there.
Easy. And he just leaves.
But it's still, it's still a forest though. You know, like
now forests are kind of.
let's get real here.
There's some forests that are really pretty. At the same time, it depends. I guess it just kind of depends on the vibe of where you're at. You know what I mean? Some places you're like, this is wonderful. And then others you're like, I'm pretty sure someone's going to behead me out here. Like, I'm going to get an axe to, like, the shoulder and die. It's not going to be good.
I feel like this is one of those places that
you're probably
someone's
right.
out there with an axe.
I mean, the Grimm brothers did choose this for a reason, so you're probably right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
we
like
got that one.
sorcerers and werewolves and witches and stuff. That part's not like that. I mean, that's not. It can be scary, but it's not that scary.
Yeah,
that place just actually looks like where serial killers in Germany are hanging out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. German serial killers. That's even more terrifying. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like this more.
Oh, this one's worse, yeah.
The Isla de las Mexico. The trees of this island near Mexico City are strung with hundreds of dolls. Too creepy horror movie style effect. The island's only inhabitant, Don Julio Santana, discovered the body of a girl. Oh no. Discovered the body of a girl in one of its canals more than 50 years ago. Found a doll floating in the same water and in tribute hung it on a tree. The first of thousands of dolls he would string up until 2001, when he drowned in the very same canal. What the fuck? Some people believe the dolls, many of which are missing limbs, are evil. Others believe they safeguard the island. Depart from the ferry terminal for the 4-hour round trip to see for yourself. That's fucking terrifying, dude. We had this place behind a frontier city. I don't know if you guys, surely you guys got like a frontier city. Anyway, frontier city, it's like an amusement park kind of thing, right? It's cool.
Oh,
so
yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Shit. Yeah, see, I was like, So frontier city is really cool. My friends, some crazy how, find an abandoned house. You have to drive back in the woods quite a ways, like not a crazy amount. And I think it's behind like a gated thing, but they go in. And there's just this house, dilapidated. I go in with him. This is textbook white people shit. It's the middle of the day.
Yeah, how many times do I gotta say this video? Like, come on.
I had a pocket knife with me, so I felt safe. I was like, all right, somebody's getting shanked if they fucking try to take me. So I felt fine. However, dude, the house was like, everything was strewn about. There was I don't think there was even a fucking roof to this place. But it just screamed like evil would like come upon this place at night. You know what I mean? Like you were not safe. Like anybody that knew about this house that was not good would know about this house. You know what I mean? There wasn't like super incriminating shit everywhere. It was just abandoned. but it was terrifying. It'd be in the middle of the fucking day, and you're like, damn, dude, it's like some Blair Witch shit, man. It's just like, ugh. I didn't like it. But yeah, I'm outing myself as a basic white bitch the more this goes on.
Yeah, I like how you're like, oh, I had a pocket knife, so I was invincible. I was fine.
Hey, dude, look, if you have the ability to stab an attacker, that's much better. If you hit him just right, you've got about 15 seconds more of bullshit, and then you're good to go. So, you know.
Yeah, but the attacker is probably going to have something bigger than a pocket knife, and,
yeah,
you know,
his
more damage than you.
Hardened criminal cock. Like, I'm not safe, dude. Bigger
than a pocket knife. He got your ass. Literally.
Oh my god. Yep. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, fuck. All right.
But hold on. Go back real quick. I got something to say about this doll.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was like, fuck whatever
today.
Devin had to say. I literally segued in that. These fucking dolls. Yeah. By the way, that house struck me as a place that would have dolls like this.
I'm surprised it didn't, honestly.
Yeah, but same here.
This shit right here, like, first of all, I've seen shit on YouTube about this place. I don't know if it was Mexico or like Southern California, but it's a trail and it's in the desert and it's just got like dolls strung all across it. Like, looks exactly like that fucking tree, but with just dolls all across it. And it's supposed to be haunted, or, you know, you're not supposed to go on it at night. And there's like one person that lives at the very end of the street and no one knows who the fuck that is, but they're just down there. So, it's creepy shit with dolls.
Why the fuck? I mean...
Yeah.
No.
But why does this guy, the only inhabitant of this island, how did that happen? You know?
And it's convenient
that
the island's only body inhabitant. Of a girl. You know what I mean?
And was he on this island for 50 years by himself? No one else wanted to live on the island? Or could,
I don't like that, man. Yeah, and he dies the same way. I never saw the movie because he freaked me the fuck out way too much, but The Lovely Bones or whatever, with Mark Wahlberg and Saoirse, or I guess it's Saoirse Ronan and
I don't know if I know what movie you're talking about.
Basically, Stanley Tucci. Do you know who Stanley Tucci is by chance? He played Caesar Flickerman in the Hunger Games. He was he was one of the Transformers movies. He was like showing off like the beat pill or whatever the fuck. Anyway, awesome actor. Love him. Could not look at him the same way for a long time after The Lovely Bones. He was like he was a neighbor that kidnaps Mark Wahlberg's daughter and kills her, and some unsavory other stuff. It's just terrible. But he played the part really well, and it was just everybody's like, yeah, I couldn't look at him the same way for a long time. But he, spoiler alert, he dies in the movie due to karma because he's trying to perv up on another woman and like, you know, do some unsavory shit, and like an icicle falls and hits him in the head and he slides off and like dies. It's great. Maybe that's what happened to Don Julio Santana, because he finds a dead girl in the water 50 years ago and then dies in the same canal. Maybe the dolls, you know, did her a favor.
I just imagine him being here for 50 years. I don't know how many nights that is. That's obviously a fuck ton of nights. But like the creepiness of this island by himself, and he's putting all these dolls on this tree. Like, there's no way he didn't get fucking haunted by all this shit.
You're asking for some bad juju, dude.
Yeah, you're literally bringing it upon yourself. That's crazy.
What's up with that one to the left? For all you audio listeners.
Yeah, what?
It's just a bunch of dolls. But one of these dolls is just... Yeah! Its neck's just kind of snapped to the side like... Oh, fuck that, man. Okay, what's this one? Winchwood Forest, England. Merry old England, innit? A hand reaching out to touch the shoulder of a solitary person. A horse-drawn cart carrying a couple with two sobbing children. These are the reports out of Winchwood Forest, once part of a larger royal hunting grounds in Oxfordshire. Most compelling is the case of Amy Robsart, the wife of Earl of Leicester. She mysteriously died of a broken neck. What the fuck? Confronted her husband as a ghost while he was hunting in Winchwood and predicted he would join her in 10 days, which he did after falling ill. Who meets her, it is said, will befall a similar and swift fate. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not cool.
Wait, what?
But it makes me want to make a story based on that. That's kind of cool. Like, you're just walking through this forest, like, man, this forest is kind of creepy. And this bitch shows up. She's like, 10 days. This is a fucking ring, dude. This is the English ring.
Yeah, this is the ring.
Shit. Which, if you were a patron, you would know where that was. That a patron exclusive podcast? The horror movies?
Yeah, the one. Yeah,
well, yeah.
This one.
Then you cheap bitches would know what we're talking about. Here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna shame you until you become patrons and get Devin out of debt. Student.
Yeah, I am in a lot of debt, so that happens. So yeah, pay us money, please.
No. What do you have to say about the forest, Devin?
This is a fucking dumbass forest. Like, you should. That's so stupid.
This is a fucking stupid as shit forest, and I think you're fucking white as shit if you show up in it.
Yeah, fuck this forest. Like, it's fucking dumb. But anyways, so go there, because this dumb bitch that's got a way too long of a title of a name is gonna fucking kill you in 10 days. I hate that shit about England. Fuck you, England. Why the fuck do you have to tell all your people, like, name your people after the fucking Earl of this, the Earl of Duke of Leicestershire, bullshit, the fucking Shire, Frodo Baggins. Like, don't fucking do that. Like, come on.
Yeah,
get that
you're
shit
like
out
looking
here.
Through all these lords and stuff, and it's like, oh, Lord of Babadook. You're like, maybe I've been too harsh. Maybe I've been too harsh here.
Yeah, it's like, hold on, that one got me. I like him.
Yeah. All right. Well, England, you're gay.
You have a dumbass
what?
forest. That's all that is.
All right. The Hoi Bachoy Woods. That's not how you pronounce it. Go fuck yourself.
Hoi Bachoy.
Hoi Minoi.
Doodle Bob, that shit.
The Doodle Bob Forest of Romania. All right. The Nihoi Minoi in Transylvania has captured attention of the wrong sort for more than half a century. Residents of nearby towns claim that the forest, which has a circular clearing at the center, is a portal, and that those who pass through it may never return. Anyone who does survive reports feeling anxious and nauseous the whole time they're there. It's called anxiety, you fucking morons. You East European
excuse
dipshits.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Once said to stand straight and tall, the trees are even now twisted into knots. Fuck you, Romania. That's stupid. You're just trying to be on the list because of fucking vampires. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Romania.
Yeah, America did it better. They have that fucking devil circle in Georgia. You heard about that?
No.
No, I'm just saying that out loud. Like, everyone knows about it.
You're like, hey, yeah. Devil Circle in Georgia.
Yeah, look that shit up. It's like...
All right. Devil Circle.
Like, literally, it feels like someone, like, summoned... is it in Georgia? Yeah, it's in Georgia. Like, someone apparently, like, summoned the devil there. Like, that's what they believe.
Oh, this?
Yeah. Apparently, like, there's stories of people that, like, go there and they... At night, they can, like, hear, like, hooves and stuff, like something
See,
big
fuck
is
that.
just walking around that area. And, like, they get all, like, creepy, like, they feel... They feel anxious, obviously, but, like, they just can't understand the feeling of why that's there. Like, no one understands why that was ever there.
Interesting. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? There's one there. There's one in Romania. It's like, they just
Here
out
he
here.
is.
Yeah. Doing his work.
He's just reading his little book. He's so cute. And then bam, you're dead. That dude looks like he just saw some titties. He's like, oh, fuck it. All right. So anyway, apart from calling, yeah. All right, Romania, you're fucking lame. God dang, that's fucking creepy.
Fucking Daltrey, goddamn.
Jeez. All right, Devin. We've already set up the creepy forest in which we wouldn't really want to. Okay, so in terms of a ranking, Romania, you're kind of low key creepy. You pussied out with a picture, so you're.
Hold on. With this though, are we ranking it as like which one is the least creepy?
Yes.
Like least creepy is
to most creepy.
4 because there's 4 of them.
Yeah,
Most creepy. Okay, got it.
Romania, no, the England one. England, like eat some fucking Yorkshire pudding. You're lame. Fuck off. Romania, you're right above it. Hang on.
Oh, there's 5. Yeah.
I guess Black Forest would be next.
Yeah, I could agree with that. See, I gotta go with the dolls has to be next because
I agree.
I don't think the dolls is the whole island, it's not the whole thing. It's just a couple trees.
It's unnerving. Whereas I think
it very much,
Japanese horror is far fucking scarier than most horrors. I think that the Japanese do death really well. Like they do really beautiful, like they make death a really beautiful thing in like cinema and stuff like that. It's like, you know how like a character dies in certain movies, you're like, well, that movie's fucking lame. Like I don't really want to watch that again. Like it was a good movie, but it's kind of bullshit. And then you have like a Japanese movie, and you're like, that was fucking beautiful. It told so much. I could watch this every day this week. It's so fucking awesome. It's like The Last Samurai. You ever see The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Beautiful. A fucking movie.
It's nice.
Beautiful. Love it.
And
heard somebody talk about it was the white savior trope, and I went, fuck you. No, it was amazing.
But the thing about Japanese horror, though, it's one thing. I guess not Japanese horror. Japanese death. They try to make it beautiful because they believe in whatever afterlife they believe in. I don't know Japanese culture that well. But for this forest, for instance, these people are not getting that beautiful death. They're doing the opposite of what death means in their culture. They're like killing themselves because they're, sad, depressed, whatever reasons they have. And they're not getting that closure of beauty and like their family being there, remembering them. They're just in here dead and screams obviously at night. Like the spirits are screaming because they didn't get that. That's the creepiest shit you could ever think of. Like that's crazy. And it's real. Like I don't know about the spirit screaming. Never been there. But the forest is real and the people kill themselves in there for real. That's terrifying.
Damn, Devin. You're gonna hit us with that heavy shit, aren't you? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's shit. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right. That's it, everybody.
Yep. Cut it there. Cut it there.
We've peaked. All right. Yeah. No, and look how thick that canopy of trees are. Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even see any part of land ever. Like the whole thing.
Yeah, those dolls. They're not that. That one looks sad. Like, okay. All right, we're done. Japan, you win.
Yeah.
Devin, what is the.
You win.
Yeah. You know what has creeped me out lately, Devin?
What?
This thing called liminal spaces. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we've talked about it a little bit.
Just good job. I just see. So like liminal spaces, to my understanding, there's just something off about the images that you're looking at, right? Like I don't like color palettes that are like this, like the we're seeing. Chat, it's chat.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God, chat.
Fucking live streaming. Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit. Dear listener, who is not in the live stream chat, yeah, the colors are. It's almost like it's taken on an old disposable camera. You know what I mean? It has that kind of. Ah, man, just the pictures that they have on the
Yeah.
internet evoke kind of like you're gonna have to go and take it into like a photo booth to get it developed and show back up in a couple hours and whatnot. Like, there's just something off about them.
Think about the color scheme is like, think about like the first offices that were ever like made
Mm-hmm.
in like America, like the paper offices or whatever.
Yeah.
It's that weird beige tan. The
Yeah.
light makes it even worse somehow. I don't know how
Yeah.
the light's making it worse, but it does.
And see, that's what's so creepy. By the way, I looked over to my right into the other monitor, and the screenshot that we have up, the way that my eyes tracked it made it look like some black figure walked across the hallway, which I was like, nope, we're done. We're fucking
God.
done with the podcast. I'm not doing this shit.
Cut it.
Yeah,
Cut it
yeah,
before that
we're
demon gets
done.
you.
Fuck that, man. It's just, it's something that feels familiar, but there's something fundamentally off about it. Places that should be lively or have stuff in them do not. And we'll get into that in a second. But like the image that we're looking at right now, it's just a hallway. It's kind of, it looks like it needs repairs, but it's not really bad. It's just beige, like he said. There's a bunch of doors. It's almost like repeating. It's almost, it's not perfect, but it's almost, it's just got too much of the sameness. You feel familiar, but you're alienated from it in some way. Like there's something wrong. There's some entity in this area. Also, I think what sums up Liminal Spaces really well is if you were there alone, even if you were there with someone else, if there were like, even if it were a group of people, right? Say you had like four friends with you, right? Like a group of 5 are in there. You would still feel unsafe. Especially as a duo.
Yeah, you'd want to leave. Like, you would automatically want to leave. No
Like,
matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what you're there for. You're out.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, even on white people shit. And by the way, why is that one fucking door? There's a big bang in my house. Right after talking about the door. Oh, man.
They made it. It walked off that screen and
fuck
me. House now,
fuck
bro.
you, dude. You're gaslighting me, you piece of shit.
Hey,
oh
good,
my god.
Yeah, good luck sleeping tonight, bro.
Oh, dude, the worst fucking part about this week has been stuff that I've talked about, I've dreamt about. I've been teasing Chloe about some characters she's trying to romance in the Stardew Valley game that we're playing. I had a fucking dream. I was like this lowly simp that was just like, I want to be with you, but I can't. And I was like, what the fuck? I woke up feeling terrible. And I was like, are you fucking serious? So like this week in terms of dreaming shit, I had a dream that my dad was like sick or hospitalized and died. And like I find out that day that he's like, he had like some stomach bug, but he was not doing too hot. And he didn't show up to work that day. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, if you dream it, oh my God. It was, if you dream it comes real. But no, he's fine, which is great.
Dreams come true.
Fuck, not this way.
Good thing he's good, man. Because don't be dreaming about no fucking limbo spaces.
Oh yeah,
that wrong.
Limbo spaces. Liminal spaces. No, and what just appeared in this living image, guys, was a limbo bar with 2 demons making you go lower than before. How low can you go?
You don't want to be there by yourself.
No, man. Well, you know what would be fucked up is if in this image there was something that was looking at us the entire time and we just haven't noticed it, and the more familiar we get with the image. By the way, how fucked would that be? That the space around you, right? Changes.
That would be a reason to not ever look at a screen ever again.
Fuck
if
that.
I see eyes in here somewhere, I will
think about
cut
that.
off.
That would be so good. You know, like those images that, like, if you kind of unfocus your eyes where it's all the dots, you'll actually pick out the image. I wish that like liminal space people did that to where you felt on edge, right? But then the more you focused on it, the more off that it seemed. You started to notice things that were even worse. God, I'm flipping myself the fuck out. And it's just based upon this one door. By the way, that's even more terrifying than all of them being shut. I mean, obviously, but like having
the
like,
crack open
yeah.
is like, what the fuck? Why?
Oh my god, dude! I fucking hate this. It's so bad,
Well, I'm gonna have to watch something funny after this.
dude. We're gonna have to put on the Disney Channel, but like our era of Disney, because I'll have more nightmares seeing on how far youth programming has gone down the tubes. There's some good ones out there.
Yeah, that's more terrifying than any liminal space.
Yeah, the liminal space I'm in is I'm stuck in the 90s. Yeah, fuck this image. It's just it's too warm and inviting, but also cold and
Is that
distant.
how you describe that?
No, I mean just like the color palette is just fuck you, Devin. We're going to the next one. That is not okay. That is awful.
See, this is just like you're going to die in it. You're going to die in it. It's just gonna happen.
I would feel.
Think about it. Think about this. Hold on. Scenario here.
Yeah.
Listeners, by the way, it's like old. It's like an old classroom, I guess, maybe something like that, or a conference room, maybe like in a
kind of
big,
yeah. It's man,
and
it'd be almost
it's got
like
those blue chairs.
Almost be like a room to a church
in the 90s.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one of those
yeah.
bigger rooms to a church.
Exactly. Weird design on the carpet, everything. Some blue chairs everywhere. There's one like tipped over in the background. Anyways, this right here, you wake up, you're like, whatever, just waking up, blinking, and you're like, where the fuck am I? And then you look up, and this is what you see. What's your next move?
Just, oh, fuck, man. Well, the issue is it looks like your only way out is that black fucking void that's the doorway. By the way, I would still feel unsafe in this area with the lights on. If you drop me into this, why are there chairs turned over? Why is everything... It'd just be the stillness. I can feel... It's like, bro, my entire setup here is just scaring the shit out of me the more we talk. This is great. And the issue is, my sister's boyfriend that lives with us and whatnot, he's like 360, like 6'5". And you know on how you can feel the air pressure change around you and shit like that whenever you know another body's in the room with you? He doesn't have that. I want you to think of how terrifying it is for somebody that large.
I feel like I just heard the chair creak because you turned around and looked.
Yes, I did. I fucking did. All right. I did. The more you've talked, the more I've just like been looking around my room because I'm like, this motherfucker's just gonna be looming. Because the deal is, I've literally been talking to people before, and straight up, I would turn to my right, and he is just leaned over, just looking at me, or like looking ahead with me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I have some pretty good perception, and the fact that he gets past it scares me about my perception, where I'm like, there's something that could be like right there. You wouldn't know. I hope you guys are listening to this on Halloween. You should listen to this on Halloween, man. This is fucking... I wish that if it weren't like annoying, we had like a low-key, terrifying horror kind of ambient noise. You know what I mean? Oh.
Yeah.
We'll mess with it in post and see how that plays. But no, I would still feel...
It's a creepy shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I would feel unsafe with this. Like, also the carpet. The carpet is that carpet that, we also have a point on this in another one. But, like, you wouldn't be able to hear something walk on it. Like, it's that soft, it's not soft, but it's soft carpet. It's carpet that's kind of like
one of those buildings. Yeah, it's one of those buildings that, like, the entire thing is quiet. Like, the carpet's quiet, the walls don't bounce sound, like, there's nothing. Like, if you heard something down the hall of that, you would know, like, exactly where it's from. It doesn't echo through the place. It's just over there. You're like, fuck.
Bro, and you know that the layout of this building is like a square, to where that leads out into a hallway that just squares all the way around back to it. There's like a center spot, and then I I don't fucking like it, dude. It's just icky. Like, it's just
this would be worse with that thing that you're talking about, like making a face somewhere in there, or eyes somewhere in this.
Oh yeah,
The
for
more you look
sure.
at it,
Like the way your eyes get like used to stuff in the darkness. Like, no, dude, I'm not about that life. Turning off the lights during this podcast was the worst decision I've made. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
your lights are off? You crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude, I had to get the
I got a lamp
Spooktober
on,
going.
but I do have the over one off.
I have a light, a ring light that I was gonna like make all red, and I was like, nah, I'm a creature of the night. And now I'm like, Mom, will you like read me a story?
Turn on the light,
please. And she's like, why can't you be normal? And then I'm like, I just start screaming at her like the kid from Babadook.
Babadook.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, just fuck this image entirely. For you audio listeners, the chairs look like, I've always associated those chairs with like crayons. Because like, kids always drew on those like crayons and shit. And they look like what a crayon would feel like sitting on. Like, no.
Yeah, I get that.
You're too kind. All right, what's the next one? You know what? I would take it based upon the shit show that we just saw. For you audio listeners. It is
better than the first two.
It is better than the first two. But I wouldn't want to be alone in it.
No.
It's like an 80s synthwave, like, clear, like, third story of a mall. Chat. Chat! No!
Chat.
I was going to send you a picture
Flame him in the comments. Call him a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you can't fucking... I'm disabling comments unless you're a fucking patron. I'm milking you guys.
Patreons, call him a fucking dumbass.
Fuck. Oh my god. Cries, like wiping tears away with money. All, $2.50 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I just, okay. Imagine being in a, mall at night after it's been shut down, but there's no security. I wouldn't want to be in there, man.
No, because it's just too big of a space to be alone. Because you never know what's in something else. And I watch too many horror movies to be in something like that. Like Dawn of the Dead. It's a zombie movie. It's not like super scary or something. But like they were in a mall and the zombie was just in there. The Last of Us, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a scene where they're in a mall. I mean, it's just creepy shit, man. It's just you shouldn't. One person should never be in an area that big by themselves.
Yeah, and like, man, I don't know. It's just not knowing where something could be and being in a vast spot to where you're aware that if it's hunting you, it probably knows where you're at. And you have no way of knowing where it's at. And if you catch it, maybe it's like so fast you can't see it. Like, yeah, the idea of something.
Well, see, that's the thing about a mall. You'd see it. Like, think about you're on one side of the mall. You can see it's a big ass hallway, basically. Mm-hmm. So you could see it. What if you see it run across?
Okay, like, even worse.
What the fuck was that? Now it's gone.
What if you're standing at the third story and it's like in the bottom? Like, you know how like sometimes the food courts are like below ground level? So like you have, you essentially got a 4-story deal. What if you saw it and it just fucking sprinted and you knew it was coming after you? I scared myself again. like I'm setting up all these horrific settings. I'm like, fuck, I would hate that. Stuff being super fast is spooky to me. I think that's one of Steven's like fucking top tiers. Yeah. Like something is like impossibly fast. No.
I believe that, yeah. I mean, that's terrifying. Like, what do you do against that? Nothing. There's literally nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna be dead before you even really know what happens. But yeah, I don't really like I mean, this is seeing as the shit show that we gave ourselves, I feel uncomfortable, but it's not the worst thing ever. Although
It's
if I were
better
by
than
myself, I'd
the
feel
dark
unnerved.
room or the weird hallway or whatever. You know, it's not good, but it's better than those two.
Yeah. It actually feels really cozy. Like, compared to it, it's like, I can maybe fucking deal with that. But, alright, what's our next one?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I just thought about something that makes this one kind of worse.
Alright, let's hear it.
The floor, it's tile. You're going to hear it, but you're not going to know where it's at. Have you ever ran through a mall and heard the running, or ran through a mall with your friend or whatever? You hear it?
Yeah.
That sound would be terrifying. You could tell how fast it is, but you can't tell where it's at because it's going to echo through the 3 stories of this mall.
Fuck you, Devin. How dare you, dude? Oh my god. I'm such a fucking pussy whenever it comes to scary shit. And now I'm like, wow, you know what? I thought this was going to be a fun podcast. You know what? Spooky Scary Podcast, I think, is what it is in our spreadsheet for naming it. And it certainly is. Because I'm like, oh yeah, we did some white people shit and fucking snipe on it. And you're like, what if this thing was going to eat your ass and then you're going to die, but you can hear where it's at all times? Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that.
Think about it, you'd hear it echo around a corner, but it could be around a different corner on a different floor, and you just wouldn't know. I mean, in this scenario, you can't escape the mall.
Thinking that it was about to round the corner only for you to realize it's underneath you.
Right? That.
Oh my god.
That.
We've had... So, me and Isaac play Escape from... all of our buddies play Escape from Tarkov, but, we were camping out this one area, and we heard somebody sprinting, and we were certain they were going to come around the corner. And whenever they didn't, it was almost worse, because we were like, where the fuck is this guy? I heard him. He was coming around the corner, and now I hear a bush, and he's gone. And then some other people showed up, and we finally were fine. But I was like, dude, that anticipation of something showing up and then not is so much fucking worse than finally seeing it. You know what I mean?
Right? Because whenever you see it around the corner, you're like, oh, well, okay, I'm about to die. But if you don't see it come around the corner, you're like, I can still hear it. What's going on? Where is it at?
Did you ever play the old Slender games on the computer?
I think I did once or twice before.
That game,
but
I played.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I played that game at work one time, and I thought that it was pretty reasonable, right? To where the mechanic is that you would never see him pretty much. You'd see him and he'd become more aggressive because you're picking up pieces of paper in a forest and shit and you can barely see it. And it's dead quiet at the start of the game. You're crunching leaves and that's it. And then you find a really kind of disturbing, frantic written note and you pick it up and then it creates this ominous, just overwhelming noise that's just it goes on the entire time that you play it. And you're already creeped out that you're in this forest, but once it starts that, you're aware that something's out there. And the more you get it, the more fucked up your screen gets. Anyway, I'm playing it one day at work in the middle of the day. I'm obsessed with playing this game because I'm trying to beat it, but it's scary and I can't get enough of the jump scares. It's only happened one time. I hurt my asshole one time playing a horror game, and I'll say that in a second. And but this time, I tap danced. I was running through this construction tube or tunnel or whatever, and this motherfucker teleports in front of me. I'm full on sprinting. I know he's behind me, and then he just bloops right in front of me. And I flip the fuck out so bad. It's like Flashdance. I'm doing the foot thing, and I'm like, oh my god, where's the water bucket to pour on me? I was like, oh my god. Flip me the fuck out. The other one was during a jump scare.
He's a maniac.
He made it. I did some white people shit. But yeah, dude. No, I fucking. Why did that sound like something?
Oh, there he
I'm
goes.
sorry. Yeah. See.
the
God damn it. Somebody was
the
whistling.
demon finally got him.
Somebody was whistling. It's one thing whenever you think it's a yelp, and then you hear a whistle. It's nonchalant whistling. It's a little worse. In the dark. With a man that's not really a man, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's a soulless entity that just phases through walls in my house. But no, the other one was this game called Cry of Fear, to where you're taking photos of something. Or what was it? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I jump scared, and the way it happened, I kind of like it like moved my ass a weird way, and I just felt like just something entered me. I mean, it hurt my actual asshole. And
the jump scare moved your ass a certain way.
Yeah, I'd like the game came in, fucked me right in the ass, and then left. But no, I literally, I jumped, and I guess like it just spread my ass just enough to where I was like, ow. But the worst part was the recording was fucked up and it didn't get any audio. So I was like, damn it. I replay it again and the exact same thing happens. I'm like, ow. I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you keep hurting my ass? Third time's the charm. I finally get it. And like in the Let's Play, I'm like, yeah, first time this happened, I hurt my butthole. And I'm like, amazing. Like, and I was telling the truth. It wasn't like I was trying to be funny. I'm like, no, I actually hurt my asshole getting jump scared. So I was in fact butthurt. But yeah, okay, I guess we can make any fucking setting scary, Devin. Thank you for fucking up the mall.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't go to the mall alone. Well, I mean, that's going to be kind of hard to do.
This one.
This, hold up. I got things for this. This has actually been, I've had nightmares. Because I love the fucking movies.
Mm.
Listeners, it's a hallway in front of like movie theater. Like in a movie theater.
Yeah,
so,
like the whole carpet thing.
There's doors and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All that good stuff. So, I've had a dream where I come out of a movie. I don't remember what the movie was. I was in middle school, so I was young.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I had a dream where I came out. Maybe, I don't know. But I came out of the movie, and this is some of that carpet that you can't hear yourself walk. You just hear weird weird rumblings because there's other movies playing.
Almost like a low key squish, by the way. There's like a low key squish whenever you step on it.
A little bit, like,
but not
a
much.
A little push in, but it's like doesn't make a noise enough though.
It's almost like you hear your socks moving in your shoes more than you hear your step.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I hear my in this dream I heard my heartbeat like very, very prominent. I was like, what the fuck's happening? And I went around the corner and then it was the same hallway. And I went around another corner. It was the same hallway.
Fuck that,
and I
dude.
tried to find my way back to the movie, which I don't know why I wasn't trying to escape the movie theater. I was trying to find my way back to the movie that I was in, which was dumb. But it just kept being
you were
this
on some white
same
people shit.
Hallway. Yeah, I guess I was. It was just the same hallway over and over and over again. And then I would hear like random rumblings. I'm thinking it's the movie. But then I would hear like a laugh or something, or like a creak or something. I would turn around, nothing there. But it was, from when I turned around, it was the exact same view I just saw in front of me, but behind me. So I was like, what the fuck is happening? So it felt like something was chasing me, but there was nothing there. It was just noise.
See, that's the worst. And like whenever you start thinking about it, because you obviously like play the scenario out in your head more, you know, of like getting chased. Yeah. I'm like, I wonder what it would be like to be chased. And you're like, why, brain? Why the fuck did you go there? You ever sprint through those?
Yeah.
So you know what it sounds like whenever you sprint. There's a noise whenever you sprint, and it's not very... If I heard that coming up behind me... You ever have those dreams where you just kind of accept your fate and you just kind of like curl up in a ball, just waiting for that death? Like, I've had those where I know I'm so fucked. I'm just like, I don't want to see it. Like, just kill me. Like, I accept that I'm done.
Yeah.
That place looks like you'd stay in the same
scenario.
spot. It feels like those doors would always stay where they're at, by the way. Like, you cross through that hallway, and then somehow it almost looks like it arches over a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it goes down.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm not vibing on that.
So, like, I would go to the movies with, like, Steven and Brooks and Clark, Desmond, the whole crew.
Yeah.
And we would run through it. So, like, we would, like, our one that was on our, like, where we're from, on our island, it was just one hallway. So that one wasn't that creepy. Not as creepy, but it was a little creepy. Mm-hmm. There was a bigger one that was like this. Like, I'm almost certain it was the same carpet, which is very weird.
Yeah.
And we would sprint. And sometimes I was like one of the fastest one of us, so I would get to the front first, or I would be ahead, and I could hear the people sprinting behind me. Mm-hmm. So I know the exact sound you're talking about, and it's actually kind of terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I already know who it is. Like, I know it's Steven, or I know it's Clark running behind me, and I was still like, that's scary.
Oh yeah, dude. I hate that stuff. And also, like, you hearing your heartbeat. This is a spooky moment. I was home alone. There was some reason I was home alone. I guess I just didn't want to go into work, or I just didn't want to do something. And I heard a crashing noise, like a window had been kicked in, and I sprinted out of my fucking house. Like, I think I had like a sword with me at the time for some reason. I was just carrying around a sword. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I got a sword. I really hope I did, at least. I don't know if I did, but I called my dad.
That's actually hilarious. If you were just carrying a sword around.
I probably was. I cut my left index finger in half because I was carrying around a sword. My parents were out at they're out doing something. I was just walking around with it, and I forgot that the sheath didn't really keep the sword in all the way. And it fell out whenever I moved a certain way, and I went to grab it, and it literally cut probably... Oh, man, how long was this cut? At least 1.5 feet of the blade, like, fell and sliced through my finger. It was not good. God. My parents were home pretty quick. Actually, my karate instructor was there before them. He sped so fast to get to my house. Like, shout out to him. But yeah, no, it was not good. But what the fuck got me on? Oh yeah. So I most likely had a sword because that's what I did. Because I was a badass motherfucker, Devin. Bitch.
Yeah,
but no,
cool kid over here.
Yeah, sprinting out of his house as quick as humanly possible. The deal is it scares me so fucking bad. I can barely hear anything. My heart is pounding so hard. I don't know if you've ever been that scared before. I've only been this scared once, and it was this instance. I was so fucking scared, I couldn't hear. All I could hear was the pounding of my heart in my ears. I mean, it was that bad. Nothing else I could hear. But I called my dad. I'm like, hey, I think someone broke in the house. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I sprint out the back door as quick as I could. And we've had some training. We train like military and, fucking law enforcement people and whatnot. We got a bunch of law enforcement friends and stuff. I'm like 15. like I can handle myself. I'm very capable of it. I train with these same people, but I'm still fucking terrified. I'm like, what the fuck? So Dad's like, you got like a knife or a sword or anything? I'm like, yeah, I got the sword, I think. I'm just going to put the sword in my hand because it'd be 10 times more terrifying in this deal. You see this hallway that we're looking at. And for all you audio listeners, This is a long hallway. You go into my house, okay? There's the atrium, not atrium, there's the foyer area of it. Make it sound like it's a nice fucking fancy house. It was a pretty nice house, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, you make it sound like a mansion.
Yeah. It was a 2-story house. It was really, really cool. But also, if you have a 2-story house, you instantly become more scared because you're not sure where the fuck somebody broke in at. That comes into play later. You walk through the back doors into the deal. You're in the front room. You got your kitchen to the right. You got the like foyer entryway in the front. And then if you turn left at the, if you're coming from the back and you turn left, it's a long fucking hallway. A long hallway that branches off into a T pretty much. You can go left and you can go right. And to the right is my room and my sister's room. To the left is my parents' room and the door to the upstairs. So I'm having to go through every room as quiet as I can on the phone with this sword, trying to find the person that's broken into my house. And I go into my parents' room. I'm like whispering on the phone. I am like heart is pounding. My dad's student at the time, one of his combative weapons students was with him. And he kind of apparently like after, because clearly I'm still here, I'm still alive, but he was about to come to my house and just waste someone. He's like, "Do I need to go?" And my dad's like, "Nah, it's probably nothing." For me, it's everything. I'm like, it's probably nothing. I fucking heard somebody crash in through. It sounded like you know the screen outside of a window. It sounded like that getting kicked into the house. That's what it sounded like. Exactly like it. I get to the upstairs area.
Hold on. Real quick. Your dad is just like, "Oh, it's probably nothing." What if it was something? He should at least be on the way, or like
if it
tell
was
somebody
something,
to be on the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It was and of course I look up towards the fucking monster that's in the chat.
Oh god.
I can handle myself. I'm pretty talented at this kind of stuff. But if the dude had a gun, I've got a big ass fucking sword. I've got a big ass. This is Kabri Kabrong. It's like this sword from Thailand. Pretty fucking sick. They actually like the art. They actually train with these swords for real. So it's like a legit sword. But I don't really want to go up against somebody that has some other shit. So I remember this.
Yeah, I mean, if I break into a house and this 15-year-old kid has a fucking nice ass sword, I'm mowing him down.
Yeah, just
like 20 shots into this motherfucker. I'm not dying from this guy.
Yeah, some fucking
this kid with a fucking samurai sword is not killing me. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Fucking haircut like Kendall from fucking Big Time Rush. My hair was terrible. But this
that's even worse. Yeah, I'm reloading and then shooting more.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. This fucking nerd. Which is the total word he would have used for that kind of haircut. Anyway, with that, this stuck with me. This, for all you horror writers out there, you might not even think about this. We don't keep the AC on upstairs because we very rarely go upstairs, right? Issue with that is going up the stairs in this little kind of half-ass stairwell. The temperature gets decidedly hotter about halfway up, and it's in the middle of summer. I'm terrified, and it's so humid upstairs, my hand starts to sweat on this wooden handle of this sword. And then I realize, bro, it's going to fall out of my hand. If somebody were to grab this, it's going to slip right out. I'm not going to have a good grip on this. I've got a cell phone in one hand and a sword in the other, and my hand's instantly like I jumped in a fucking pool. So I'm clearing the whole house. I clear the upstairs. There's nothing there. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's got to be somewhere. I clear the downstairs again because I'm like, okay, there's nothing upstairs. Like there was a bathroom upstairs. There was a side fucking closet upstairs that was full of toys and shit. So I was like, cool, I've got to go in the pitch black fucking like upstairs of something. This is awesome. Like it was terrifying. It was the worst thing ever. I go back downstairs and I find out that the shower curtain rod had fallen in my bathroom. And that's what the noise was. Somebody was like, this fucking bitch. Nice. He's like, I knew it was fucking nothing. But yeah, it was a compelling story, guys. You were on the edge of your seats. That's enough right there to subscribe to get me therapy, right? Become a patron, pay me money. But
he's actually very scared of shower curtain rods now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Pay for his therapist to hear about him being a little bitch.
Wow. Fuck you, Devin. But yeah, no, cinemas, if you're by yourself, It'd be pretty terrifying. Just being by yourself in general in places that should be bustling with a lot of people is terrifying. You know, if you're with somebody else, you comment, "Damn, it's kind of weird that there's no people here." By yourself, you're like, "Fuck, I need to get out of here."
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what's our next image here? That's not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, this one's not bad. It's like, for the listeners, it's just like what looks like airport seating for like one row and then a soda machine and water fountain, but it's pretty lit up. It's weird floor. It's still an uncomfortable place to be by yourself, but it's not like terrifying.
Yeah. This is the liminal space that we found that we don't think is very liminal at all. It is, but it isn't. It's like too well lit. It just looks like a normal spot. It looks like you'd look out and everything would be fine. Now, what would be unnerving, Devin, is if you looked out, it was just white. Like you're in a limbo.
True. Yeah.
That would be messed up. Now we've made this a liminal space.
Or, weirdly enough, I don't know how this would work, but what if you looked out, like, behind you and it was all black? Like, just a black wall.
Or just black outside, it was just a void.
It looked like this. Yeah.
Fuck that. Hell yeah, we made this image better. Our whole point was to shit all over this image, and now we're like, hey, you know what? This is kind of fucked. I kind of like it. Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. This was a terrible night to do the creepy shit. It's like rainy and windy, and I didn't notice that.
Look who's the pussy now. Look who's the fucking pussy now.
I was like, what the fuck is that? There's no way we're talking about creepy shit and something creepy is happening. But it was like, wind blew this like grill cover off of the grill, and it like smacked onto the porch. I was like, what the fuck? No way.
Yes. Yeah, see, we didn't have to watch The Exorcist to get Exorcist shit going on tonight, I guess. What the fuck? Yeah, not ideal. Yeah, I literally removed one of my fucking earbuds, or like part of my earphones, to like be able to hear shit around me. Because like, nah, I'm getting way too many like pressure change feels where I'm getting freaked the fuck out. But yeah, no, this is a mid liminal space, unless the outside was like something that didn't light it this way, and the lights that are inside clearly couldn't light it like this.
Yeah. Like if this light was unnatural. But from this picture, it looks pretty natural.
I would hate to zoom in on this and it'd be like,
yeah, watch yourself. Don't be zooming in on things. You're gonna start seeing the face somewhere.
I hate it, Devin. Fuck you, man. Oh, man. People need to start doing that with liminal spaces, man. I hate it.
We can start it.
We could. All right.
Give ourselves PTSD.
Yeah. I'm not for it. All right, chat. So we've talked about liminal spaces. We've talked about me being an absolute pussy. Wait, what did we say? Did I fuck up the name?
All right, chat.
Did it? Fuck! Okay, I think the reason why I'm saying that is I've been jokingly doing that Meat Canyon video. I don't know if you've seen this XQC Meat Canyon video, but XQC is this streamer that his React content is so lazy that he's actually like left in the middle of reacting to a video, and that's the whole point. But his cleaning ladies are cleaning behind him in this deal, and he's so awkward. He actually pulls up like a notepad document and types, like, I'm so shy. They're usually never here, and they're picking up trash. PSA, a black and white podcast opinion incoming. If you're a streamer and you're too much of a lazy fuck piece of shit to pick up your room full of trash, I think you should shit yourself, which you probably already do. This dude has got like
I'm
trash
a little
bags
confused. Why does he have Is he like a super rich dude? This like in his
Kick
room?
paid him $100
Or is he
million
in, like, an office?
for non-exclusive stuff. So he's like he's made $100 million. Stream wherever the fuck he wants. But he's got like 3 maids that are they've got trash bags full of shit. And I'm like, how gross do you have to be to like have that much trash accumulated around you? Like, you're streaming, after you get off stream, just throws that shit inside of a bin. Like, I get if you have a big house, like maybe you need a maid for it, but like if you have that much trash around you, holy shit. Touch grass. That being said, I really like the streamer Asmongold, and he is a fucking gremlin. He is gross. Oh my god. I think he's awesome. I like his takes. He seems like a good dude. I really like him. But holy shit, I would not want to deal with that at all. But he watches. He's like, fuck you. No, he's a piece of shit. Can't come in my room ever. Oklahoma sucks. But yeah, that turned into like, my Asmongold turned into fucking Bill Burr. Like some fucking angry redheaded white guy. But yeah, no. Anyway, God, I guess I got off on that tangent of that. This XQC guy is saying all that shit. So Meat Canyon's thing was like, oh my god, chat, I don't know what to do, chat, oh, blah, 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 blah. And he just keeps on repeating chat. So for like a week, I've been fucking with people whenever I'm like talking to Chloe and Asing. I'm like, oh my god, chat. Oh, chat, I don't really know what to do, chat. Oh, chat, what do you think? And I was going to send you this PNG of like the artwork for XQC that it looks like. And I think that's why I keep on fucking it up. There we go, man. I think that explanation padded some runtime. But, no.
It explains why you're doing that now. I was confused why you kept saying it, but that makes sense.
I think it's because I keep on looking at OBS and I see streaming, and I'm like, okay, chat. And I'm like, fuck, idiot. You'd think we'd have it all dialed in by now, but we really don't. But that's what you guys pay us for.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's never going to happen. That's whenever it'll lose its charm.
Yeah, once we become professionals, we're boring.
Yeah. We can't ever be professional, dude. We'll lose it. All right. So that's it for Liminal Spaces. We're ending it on a dud that we made cool ourselves.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. But we're getting into something that's really fucking cool, and that is the Skinwalkers.
Yeah, they're real.
Oh yeah, you think they're real? Let's see. God damn.
Maybe.
Oh my god. That was so worse. Oh my god. I've seen it before, dude. But for some reason, it's so much worse now. In the podcast.
I keep looking it in the eyes.
I'm not
even looking it in the eyes.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Fuck me.
I don't even know if that could be fake. Like, that could be fake, but it's so unsettling to look at it in the face.
Bro. But, like, I'm drawn to its face so hard. Like, here's what's funny. It sounds like I'm hamming it up. I'm really dealing with these way worse in the podcast format than I thought I would. Like, having to come face to face, like, oh yeah, we can put that up there. We can put that up there. All these we've pre-done this, chat. It's not like we're trying to pull. Oh, we're just not trying to pull anything. Pull the wool over the sheep's eyes. We're not doing that. We've already pre-chosen this stuff because we wanted some good stuff to talk about. I'm like, oh yeah, it's all right. Like, it's not too bad. And now...
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. Like...
But, okay, we did pre-choose this, but it's so unsettling that I almost feel like Skinwalkers is one of those topics where it's so unsettling because it could be true. It seems like it's far-fetched to think of, like, shape-shifting demon thing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Whatever shapeshifter or a Skinwalker really is. But, like, it seems so far-fetched to think about it. But there's so many, like, people that are like, oh, I saw this, or I saw that. Or, you know, YouTube videos of seeing something like this. Or the Native American, like, storytellers stating things like this. It's like, what the fuck? is it real? Like, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
are we tripping to think that it's not?
Okay. All right, chat. I don't know if we can. There's a proof of concept, okay, by Cathal Fitzpatrick. It's looking like, okay, and I'm gonna find this bit. This is like a post-apocalyptic thing. This is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, this is really well done. So I find out. Oh fuck me!
This is a movie.
Yeah. It's not a movie. It's a short film. It's a proof of concept, independent short film. If you're interested in seeing this developed into a feature film, let me know in the comments. Thanks for checking out. This came out 3 months ago, okay? This is fucking great, okay? Shout out to this guy. I'll leave a link to this video in the comments because this is a really well done deal. So, man, I hope we don't get got for this. If we do, there's going to be a big chunk of the podcast cut out, but it'll be fine. This is chat. I hate that horror film right there. That fucking guest with like the dude with the eyes. God damn. Dude, we are freaking ourselves the fuck out. We thought that we were like men. And it turns out we're a bunch of double-blown double babies. This is not good.
We're what? Hold on, what did you just call us?
Did you not see the SpongeBob
I like
movie?
horror movie shit too. I did. Oh yeah, that is from that.
Yeah, fuck you, Devin. Fuck you.
Okay, you got me.
I'm sorry, that was a little aggressive. I'm just scared right now. Anyway, so skinwalkers are like, they're Navajo. God dang, how the fuck do I get? Yeah, let's just let that. Nope, made it worse. The doorway made that worse.
Nope. Yep.
So I think you're feeding off. Yeah, right. First scene. I think you're feeding off of my big pussy energy, for sure. But skinwalkers, they're like human, but they're not human. They pose as human, but they're not perfect at it, and that's what's so scary about them. Is if you see a human now that acts not human, it's scary as shit. But I heard that, like, some of the myths, and I think they just kind of make it up, but if it's not true, or if it's true, the closer they are, the further they sound away, which is fucked. But we're going to watch this short little clip. We're a reaction channel now. Oh, yeah, here we go. This dude's walking around, doing some shit, okay?
Hunting, I'm assuming, or hiking? He's got a gun, right?
Yeah, he's got a gun. He's got like a gas gun.
There's so many stories about like them screams in the woods and shit too. So it's like, that's terrifying.
Oh yeah. This actually scared the fuck out of me. So it's just some guy with a little hunting rifle, and as you can probably hear it, screaming "Help me!" I really hope that this makes it in the podcast.
It's already shot well enough. Like
I want this to be a movie
in the background too.
Yeah. See.
Okay. What the fuck?
God dang. So.
Don't look away. Oh, he looked away. Oh no. He gone.
God damn.
Oh, he is not gone. Oh my god.
No. So. Oh my god. So, if you're only an audio listener, dude standing butt ass naked screaming for help in a field, but you don't know why somebody would just be standing in a field naked. Okay, shifting through those is a bad choice. And we went back to this. Wow, what a good Halloween episode we chose. Dude standing out butt ass naked, screaming for help. The dude's watch goes off, and then whenever he looks away to check his watch, he looks back up, and the dude has gone like on all fours and is sprinting super fast on all fours, and the dude like, jets out of there
way faster than any human being should ever go on that.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's just terrifying. Like, skinwalkers scare me. Because the idea that there's something out there like that is just spooky as shit. Like, people that just act that way. But yeah, a hollow tree, check it out. Hopefully we don't get flagged for that. I really hope that we can show that, or at least react to it, or have people listen to it. But a Hollow Tree Skinwalker movie, proof of concept by Cathal Fitzpatrick. It's done 3 months ago. It's got 1 million views. I hope that it gets made. That was really good. Yeah. Like, this is
comment on it, bro. Say make that a movie, because I want to see it.
Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna give it a like. Hell yeah, help that algorithm. I really hate that horror short. Let's go back to the Skinwalker, because I don't want to look at the other fucking Skinwalker. God dang it, dude. Fuck! Fuck! I don't like it, man. Anyway, so like stuff like this, it's just that could be a person. By the way, a crackhead could be like, crackheads are like perfect skinwalkers.
Yeah, but see, the fact is, like, why would there be a crackhead on this like trail cam out here in the woods, wherever the fuck this is?
If I saw that
like,
shit
crawling at it, like, look at his arm, like, it's so skinny, like it was a malnourished crackhead out in the woods. How would they even be alive?
Yeah.
What is this? Like, what? If that's not something supernatural, then why the fuck are you out here?
Meth is a terrible drug. Not even once. I'm tired of looking at this guy. All right? I'm going to see him.
Yeah, go to the next one.
My sleep. All right. All right. That one I could look at all fucking night.
This malnourished gorilla is...
It looks like a grasshopper.
Yeah,
that like if like Clayton and Nigel Thornberry, like Clayton from Tarzan and Nigel Thornberry fucked, and then they had a morphed face, that's what it looked like to me. My God, dude. I want that thing as a pet. I want to tattoo him on my body.
Okay, yeah, you could tattoo it on your body. You want that shit as a pet? That's white people shit. You don't.
No, man, fuck that. You take it out back and fucking shoot it. They strike me as something, by the way, that if you shot, they'd still like come after you. You know what I mean? Like, cool.
Yeah, like it wouldn't die from it ever.
You blew the back of its head off. It's got a big old, just gigantic head wound. And then whenever you turn around and walk off, they kind of like twitch and then stand up.
Yeah, you hear the bones cracking type thing, and then it's like coming at you type shit.
I'm sad that I got to go to the kitchen for anything tonight. You know? I'm sad that I have to leave my fucking room at some point to go to the bathroom. I thought we were going to handle this so well. And we're not. Yeah, that one's funny. Now, I wouldn't want to see it.
It's always the mind, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's always the mind that gets you. Like, that's not scary. But if you saw that, it'd be scary. And you think about seeing something like that, it'd be scary.
You know what I didn't tell you about that home invasion that was just me being a gigantic bitch? The end of the hallway was so thin that I would always think of signs whenever the alien walks past that alleyway and just looks at the camera like, what's she gonna fucking do about it? And like keeps on walking.
Yeah.
Thought that every fucking day. However, funny enough, I did have a dream that Michael Jackson was the end of the hallway. But like a really fucked up Thriller looking version of Michael Jackson that just like stood there and I think like sprinted at me. By the way, that's terrifying too. That's not even fucking like not scary. Thriller Michael Jackson. Imagine Michael Jackson from Thriller standing at the end of your hallway, just staring at you, all serious like, and then just fucking sprints. And yes, he does have the jacket and the glove on. It doesn't make it less terrifying.
I would be so conflicted because I'd be like, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Dead.
Yeah. Then you pull out your driver's license, show your age, and he immediately turns around and starts sprinting the other way. That's Ingrid.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
That's Ingrid.
I fucking love it. Oh my God. Alright, what's our last skinwalker here? What the fuck?
Oh. Yeah, this is like the Native Americans really really is where like skinwalkers came from.
Wait, there's a fucking
They
little
always had
girl
that, like-
right there. So,
Yeah.
are they dressed up as a supposed skinwalker or something?
No, I don't know if it's a dressed up thing. I don't know for sure, but I think what is supposed to be portrayed here is that like this human does not look human behind her.
See,
Like
Yeah.
the skinwalkers that you might think of, like that people talk about, is way different than what Native Americans thought of when they thought of skinwalkers. Because Native Americans thought of skinwalkers with a connection with animals, from what I
yeah.
understand. So like they would shapeshift into an animal instead of shapeshift into a humanoid type thing.
Yeah.
So like the definition of like basically what a werewolf would be. A werewolf would be a skinwalker.
See, and to think a lot of teenage girls wanted to be with one.
I know, they were on his team and everything. Crazy.
Were you Team Edward or were you Team Jacob?
I was a team fuck that fucking movie. Like, what the hell?
My girlfriend.
They didn't get. First of all, they didn't get good until like I watched them all because I have watched them with my girlfriend.
I love how you're like, because I'm not gay. I most definitely
They
love
did
pussy.
get good at the end though.
Now
They got good at the end. The fight ones, I was like, oh shit, they getting it. Like they going after each other right now. But that whole like Team Edward, Team Jacob thing was like, all right, come on. What is this thirst trap for teenage girls? Like, stop that. Stop doing that.
See, my girlfriend at the time was like, "You look like Robert Pattinson." I'm like, "Well, thank you very much. Everybody wants to fuck him, so that's a great amount of confidence you've just given me." And we went to the premiere of it or some shit like that. It was like New Moon or some shit like that. This is such a dickhead thing that I did. Oh my god, to be a young fucking asshole. Oh my god, young me. Fuck you. You're an asshole. I had a pea coat at the time, and I love pea coats. I think they're slick as fuck. Ladies, get you a man that has a pea coat and fuck them. But love the look of it. And you know, little vampire fuck boy had one. I was like, hell yeah. We're walking around the mall. Then we went to the dealer, and apparently all these girls were turning their head and looking at me. She's like, they think that you look like that guy, I think. And they keep on looking at you. I'm like, really? That's weird. Hey, we should walk around some more. So like, so I walked like 3 floors of this mall just to stroke my fucking EP and be like, fuck yeah, there's like 100 girls that want to fuck me right now. Oh my god.
You're feeling yourself.
Yeah, I was feeling myself. I was like, hell yeah. And like people keep on. It was fucking beautiful, dude. And it wasn't beautiful. It was a total dick move. And I don't think that she caught on. And at least I'm hoping that she didn't. He's like, why does he want to keep on walking around for? Like, I'm tired. It's like, I still want people to be fucking rubbernecking at me. Like, hell yeah.
Hold up, bro. If she pointed out that girls were looking at you, she knew that that's why you wanted to walk around.
Well, hey, man.
Like,
I was
come
like
on.
16, 17 years old. Look, I was stupid, and granted, I'm a guy. I was stupid enough to think that I could probably pull it off and not get noticed. And I was like, you know what? I enjoy the way that they're looking at me, and you suck, so I'm going to go do this.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, man. What a dick. But, yeah. Ladies, if you like Edward Cullen over Team Edward, you should follow the podcast on Patreon. And if you're a fan of whatever black characters in that book, then become a chocolate tear. Were there any black people in Twilight?
Yeah. The black dude that had the dreads in the first one.
That dude was cool.
The crazy redhead bitch.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. That guy.
Well,
yeah.
Spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen it. I mean, he got fucked up by wolves.
Was he the first one to die? Okay, different movie. Good. I was about to say,
yeah,
holy shit.
he was not the first one to die, no.
You remember back in the day whenever everybody got wind of that? Like, it was kind of a meme. Like, I joked about it as a kid, I guess hyper aware of it, but I'm like, why does the fat guy or the black guy die first? Like, what's up with this?
See, the fat guy makes sense, because he can't get away. But the black guy was just, like, so peak racism. It's like, why? Why did you have to do that? Why is it always him?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't change until, like, Anaconda or, what's the one with LL Cool J?
Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea was fucking sick, dude. I love that movie. My parents were like, that movie was shit. I'm like, it didn't stop us from watching it like fucking 10 times a fucking year. Like, that shit was on TV all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I can't even count how many times I've seen that. It's like, that one and Anaconda with Ice Cube is the only time, or the first times that a black guy did not die.
Man.
Like, they survived to the end and fucked shit up.
My parents were in for a rude awakening with Anaconda. That sounded so bad. My parents...
Yeah, well,
if you guys have,
yeah,
it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, it was. I didn't know that there were different cinema experiences for different ethnicities and stuff like that. And going into a predominantly like African American like movie theater experiences is far different than like a white ass honky experience. Because my parents go in and my dad's like, oh yeah, Anaconda, this looks kind of cool. And they show up, and they're like, holy shit, this is great. These black people, dude, they were pulling out everything. They were pulling out fucking subs. They were pulling out egg rolls. They had, like, full fucking meals. And my parents were like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, the movie starts, and they're like, dude, I cannot believe how many fucking things people, not these people, but, like, that these people have brought in. Like,
what?
Shut the fuck up! You know what? An hour, you know what? We should just end it right there. We should just cut it right there. Oh my god.
Like,
you know motherfucker.
Like,
oh my god. I'm halfway tempted to kill it right there, by the way. Oh my god. But no, we gotta finish the fucking story. But, or do you want to kill it right there, Devin?
No.
Okay.
I got some other points.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
we
good.
got some questions to ask.
Good.
Remember? Yeah.
Now I gotta cut out. Do you want to cut it? Because I'm like, it's pretty fucking funny. But no, like literally, like my parents were like, holy shit. Like, it was legit. Like, it was so much food. People shamelessly brought in food. I don't know if this checks out. You're my resident guy that can tell me if this is true, but holy shit. And my dad, whenever he was watching, he's like, oh, fuck. He's like, J-Lo's in this movie. He's like, I love Ice Cube. He's like, J-Lo's in this. He's like, mm-hmm. He's like, yep, she's got that big old butt. There's definitely going to be a bunch of black guys in the theater waiting to see that shit. So, and he was like, I was right. But he was like, it was the funniest fucking movie experience ever.
That does check out. That's why it's funny. Because, like, I don't know what it is, but something about African American people, they can sneak almost anything into movie theaters. Like, I've done it myself, too. I've brought in, like...
You're one of them.
I brought in full like Chipotle bowls and stuff. Like, I don't understand why I was doing that, but I did it.
Okay, how the fuck did you pull this off? You just like put it on your pants, and then like the people are like, he's black, he's got a gigantic cock, I can see it right there. There's no way that's a fucking Chipotle bowl, even though his dick's a little weird looking.
It was cold, and I had a big jacket, and I just put it in there like sideways and just went for it. And best experience of the movie I've ever had. Like, I was just chilling. Like, eating my Chipotle, watching the movie. I don't remember what the movie was. I only remember that I brought Chipotle in there.
That's my favorite fucking
But I've
thing
seen
I've
it.
ever
Like, I've seen
Um.
Chinese food in there. I've seen pizza. I don't understand how the pizza happened.
Bro.
Well, I do. They put it in a bag. It was in like a big plastic Ziploc bag.
Oh,
But the
fuck,
pizza
man.
was still warm, so it's obvious that they just bought it and just took it out the box, put it in that bag, and went straight to the movie.
See, that's fucking beautiful. Because for me, it was, hey, what do you want from 7-Eleven? Because we're not paying fucking concession prices. And you're getting a Coke. And you're putting it in your cargo shorts. And you're not acting like you got shit in those things. Because fuck the concession. And we probably get a popcorn. Because the popcorn's pretty legit. But like, apart from that, I was like, I'm not paying like $12 for a fucking, Coke that is $1.29 and you're gonna not even finish it, you piece of shit. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. Just getting your money's worth, and black people know how to get their money's worth at movie theaters.
Holy fuck, man. The fact that you got Chipotle, oh my god. It's
good
that's
stuff, man.
fucking beautiful. Oh my god.
But speaking of movies,
Yeah.
I have a couple questions.
All
for
right.
you,
Shoot.
and they have to do with horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's say, how would you fare against is the question.
All right, cool.
Kind of like, how would you fare against this person? You know the deal.
Yeah. Well, I'm white. I'm
Let's
already
go.
set. I'm most likely gonna survive. So we're throw it at me.
You'll probably be all
Throw
right.
it at me. Like, it'd be a little, unfair for me to ask you.
Yeah, you already know what's gonna happen.
You're gonna fucking out sprint me, and I'm gonna fucking die because I'm some white fuckboy.
No, see, I would out sprint you, and then I would still die. That's the thing.
That's fucked up. I'm
You know?
starting to see what white privilege really is.
Uh-huh.
You're like, uh-huh.
But
fucking
okay,
piece of shit.
how would you fare against Jason? Like
Okay.
from what the fuck that movie?
Friday
Why
the
am I
13th.
blanking? Yes, that.
As I have to double think, I'm like, wait a second, is that Michael Myers? No, what are his weaknesses? He's a pussy about water, right?
Yeah. Let's say you are near water, but you're not like in the water yet. So like you would have to make your way to the water for this, to get your advantage here.
Have I recently
But at
fucked
first,
someone?
Have you recently fucked somebody?
Yeah.
Are you asking because people who fuck die in those movies?
No. Why would I ask that? How dry is my
let's
dick,
say
Devin? I
no.
need to know. Okay, bone dry. There we go.
It's bone dry. Bone dry.
Okay, so my chances are up. I'm white. I'm pussyless. Okay. I'm near water. Okay.
Yep, you're near
Male
water.
reproductive
You can get
organs.
there.
All right.
Yeah, scale 1 to 10. 1 meaning you're gonna die. 10 meaning you got this bitch.
I mean, here's the problem. You find out that he's not a pussy with water. He's just occasionally a pussy with water because he attacks that lady off the boat or some shit.
Oh, true, he did do that. But he still is a pussy with water. Because, like, in Jason versus Freddy versus Jason, he wouldn't even walk through the water that, like, came out of that pipe.
See,
Well, shit, the end of that movie, he won, and he walked out of water.
yeah,
Spoiler
see, that's
alert.
the problem. Like,
Alright, in this scenario, let's say the water does affect him. Like, if he falls in this water, you win.
oh.
He has
Fuck.
to get in the water, though. Like, you're not pushing him into water, so you gotta figure out how this is gonna work.
He's gonna pull some bullshit. He'll throw something at me and miraculously, like, throw, like, a machete and, like, kill me. If I'm sitting too still. He could puncture my boat
Yep,
and then
yep.
I'm fucking stuck in the water. What, how can I get out of there? Like, am I stuck? Like, how stuck am I?
Let's say you're stuck for quite a long time. Like it would behoove you to try and get him in the water before you expect to escape this area.
I make sure I drink as much water as I can, because pee is like a form of water. So if I flush out all the stuff out of my kidneys, I'm gonna pee on him. I'm gonna piss on him. I'll be like, my dick may be dry, but my pee's wet. just like laying underneath the steps, he's getting pissed on his shoes. Just stabs me. I don't know, man. I fuck. I mean, I just probably getting out in the middle of the lake. But then I try to save some woman, and then she'd thank me, and then have sex with me, and then it'd be done. like, no, I was this close.
Yeah, you would have sex, and then you'd be like, "Oh shit,
oh shit!"
And they're in the doorway,
yeah.
like, "Gotcha."
yeah, I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then her head gets chopped off. I'm like, "Oh my god."
It's like, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, fuck. Damn you, temptation. Fuck.
I have an answer for it if you want to hear mine.
Yeah, I mean, if I got to a body of water, I'd feel safe, but I feel like there'd be some bullshit that he'd pull. Like, I basically get a raft or like one of those little tunnel of love, like little pedaling things, and just pedal out. Then again, he could too. Then I've got a sick leg workout. But yeah, what's yours?
Can you imagine Jason on
Fuck
one of those
that,
things,
dude.
just pedaling?
He'd be like a fucking speedboat, dude. And be like, all right, I'm fucked. But yeah, what's yours?
If I had to go to like scale of 1 to 10, I'd say I'd give myself 50-50 chance with this, just because I feel like if I get him onto like a dock,
yep,
they're not very stable. So I would try to get the water moving. I'd try to get the dock moving.
You do the dodge clap rock spawn thing that you have.
Yeah, exactly. I would do some shit like that, and then I would whenever he gets a little bit off balance, I try to sweep a leg, dodge the machete, sweep a leg. If I don't dodge the machete, I'm dead.
I just don't feel
I sweep that leg, he falls in.
I mean, I just don't feel like he's gonna get swept though. He just seems like a guy that's almost like moving a tree, like he's not movable. I just feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I would agree with 50-50, by the way.
Some weapons, though,
Yeah, I agree with your 50-50.
If I pick up an oar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. If I pick up an oar and I'm on this dock and it's shaky, and if I can clip that 1 foot.
If you had a little bit of lead time, there could be a way that you could almost find a way. Oh man, if there's a way to damage the dock and trick him. Then again, all he has to do is just kind of use his machete and just kind of, paddle his way back to dry land.
Well, no. This scenario, if he falls in that water, he's done.
Okay. I mean, I would say 50-50. By the way, I agree. I don't feel like I'd be completely fucked, but I don't know exactly how I'd completely win. So, it's a 50-50.
Okay. Let's go the opposite here with the next one.
Okay.
His rival here, I guess. Freddy. Do you think you can beat him? Fire is his weakness.
Fire, huh? Well, you gotta give me a wicked case.
But he attacks you
in Dreamland.
He attacks you in dreams. So
fuck, man.
I think there's a way that he comes out. I haven't watched the movies in a long time, but there's a way that he's out of the dream. Let's say you figure that out. You can figure that out, but it takes 3 days. So this is 3 days of possibly falling asleep and him possibly coming after you. But at that 3-day mark, you figure out how to pull him out the dream, and you know fire is his weakness.
Fuck me, man.
What are your chances?
I'd say about 25%.
Oh, so it's way less than Jason.
I would say so. Just the concept of staying awake for that long, because even if you doze off for a second, you're fucked. Unless it has to be a deep sleep. Yeah. But, like, you fuck up once, you know? We're talking about way too much coffee. You're talking about a bunch of caffeine that's going to make you crash. So if you have unlimited disposal to, like, adrenaline and shit that's going to push your body to the brink of a heart attack for 3 days, but you can survive it, but you're making sure that you stay awake.
I mean, you can find whatever resource you can to stay awake. And think about it, with Freddy, he doesn't kill you immediately. He likes to fuck with you.
This is also true.
You can maybe doze off for a second, and he just, like, chases you down a hallway or something, but then you wake back up or something, or you get somebody to wake you up because you know that this is happening.
Yep.
So you can have help, you can have adrenaline, you can be ready.
Man.
So basically, can you survive 3 days of not sleeping, and then can you...
I think if I knew I'd die
Freddy?
if I fucking fell asleep, I'd probably be able to stay up for 3 days. You know what I mean? I've had days to where I've stayed up for 24 hours and I'm like, oh wow, I should probably go to sleep.
Yeah, I feel that.
You just need to be doing something.
I've stayed up 24 hours. Yeah, I stayed up 24 hours and I was like, I could go to sleep right now, and then still didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, like went and did something else.
Same, yeah. I've had to make myself go to sleep after 24 hours. So yeah, no, I mean, if you're like surefire going to be able to win if you stay up for 3 days, then yeah, I could do it. I mean, I would say about 75-25. I would increase it by 50% for me, but it's just, and he fucks with you a little bit. So his own arrogance is his downfall a little bit on that. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, because
I'd say 60-40.
Freddy probably fucks with you. Okay, 60-40 makes sense. I would say 80-20 for me, just because, like you said, the arrogance, and he's probably going to fuck with you at least 2 to 3 times before he actually kills you.
Oh, well, see,
I think
knowing that's like 2 or 3 times.
Survive 2 to 3 times. Oh, that's just a guess, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not dictating.
If he catches
what
whiff of what you're trying to do, though, like, he's going to stop fucking, you know?
Yeah, he's going to stop fucking and then start fucking.
Yeah, exactly. To fuck or not to fuck. Well, that's just one of the fucks. Yeah, no, I'm still probably 60-40.
Okay, all right. Respectable. I'm 80-20 on mine. But, yeah. All right, I got one more for you.
All right.
This one is actually, like, I've been very curious ever since I watched the movie.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
It'd be actually pretty impressive if you did. But it's a Pet Cemetery.
Oh.
When animals and people are buried back in the pet cemetery and then come back to life. You know, they're, like, aggressive and, like, demonized, basically.
Okay.
Do you think you could do it? Like, do you think you could take out an average human male that's now aggressive and doesn't die easily because it was in the pet cemetery?
How do they die in the pet cemetery? I haven't seen it, so like you shoot them in the head and they're done.
Pet cemetery?
No, sadly, I've not.
I don't remember exactly how they die, but it's not like you can't stab them to death.
Okay.
Like, if you blew their head off with, like, a shotgun or something, then yeah, they would probably die. But they're super aggressive, and they're basically, like, zombies that don't feel pain. Like, you might be able to shoot one in the head, and it might still come at you for a little while. Like, you'd have to shoot it, like, multiple times in the head.
Yeah.
But let's say in this scenario, like you're in your house right now, and it comes in. What are your chances?
I think I'm 100% getting out of it. I'm pretty wiry, man.
You got guns handy, ready to go?
Yeah. So, I mean, but it's a matter of getting to them. It's a matter of being able to evade them long enough. I mean, if they come through right now, I mean, I'm pretty damn fast, man, and I'm pretty hard to catch. So, I'm really good about redirect. I've got that little Steven Seagal in me. I can redirect an opponent's energies.
Redirect.
But yeah, get a fucking dyed beard and fucking 600 fucking pounds.
Run like a lady.
Yes. Yeah, and that's and by the way, whenever I run like a lady, they don't want to fuck with me anymore. They're like, he's already got enough problems.
Yeah, the Pet Cemetery zombie's like, oh, he's got something he's dealing with over there. I'll go to the next house.
Yeah, they just like kind of like slough off away. Like, what's the deal? It's like, fruity. It's like, oh wow, you guys are problematic. Oh no,
you can't say that. Cancel
me.
the fucking Pet Cemetery zombies.
Yeah, what happened? They called him fruity whenever he was a little effeminate. Oh wow, okay. Oh my god. Yeah.
On Channel 5 News,
yeah.
Old Man Johnson was buried in the Pet Cemetery, came back and doesn't like the gays?
Yeah, exactly. They're all like super old. That's so they just get canceled. That's what saves you, cancel culture. Finally worth something.
Yeah, cancel culture. For the win.
Oh my god. Yeah. How do you think you'd fare?
I think I would win. I like in my room right now. I have a baseball bat and a couple like hand axes. I don't know why I have those, but I have them. I thought they were cool, and it came in a 2-pack. So
well, you're a fucking man. That's why you got them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a fucking axe. I want it. Oh, it's a 2-pack.
Oh well,
America.
America. I can dual wield. I've played Halo 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I have that within my reach. Like, there's no way I could easily get to that quicker than something busting in my door right now.
Oh yeah.
So, I think I win that battle.
Yeah, all my fucking weapons are like. Well, I'm not gonna announce that to the internet.
Yeah, don't do that.
At this moment, it's not on my immediate right. I thought it was a baseball bat, but it was really my green screen stand, so I instantly felt less safe. Oh my god. Now I'm going to have to make some vague, threatening video on the internet to be like, yeah, if you come to my house, these colors don't run, brother. Like, oh my god. Let's go hyper fucking redneck with it.
It's like, Alexa, play Sandstorm.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Well, okay. That's all I really have for that because it gets repetitive after a while. We've already talked about how horror movies are just
this is true
revamped copies of each other.
Well, I got one for you. I've got one. That's a pretty terrifying one. All right, the Xenomorph. Yeah. How would you fare against that?
All right, you got to give me a scenario here, because like in my room right now, a baseball bat's doing nothing. These axes are doing nothing. So like,
if you get away from it, it's not like it's going to hunt you down relentlessly. It's just let's say you're on the Nostromo. Let's say you're on the Nostromo, and all you have to do is escape. That's it. There's no bullshit eggs. There's nothing. You'll be picked up safe. Let's say that your escape pod will work, but you have to escape. What are your chances?
Like 5%, bro. There's no way. so terrifying. You never know where it's at.
I think the thing that was the most scary of that movie was whenever she's like in the escape pod or she's about out and it's in the fucking wall and you can't see it. You
Yeah.
can kind of tell low key, but it looks like it's a fucking tube. You're like, huh. And like if you're perceptive, you kind of see it for like a half second, but you don't see it. You know, you see something, you know, xenomorph-esque. You're like, okay. And you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that right there is the reason why I couldn't make it. Like, let's say if I'm on that ship, I'm probably on the opposite side of this escape pod because that's just how that works.
ugh.
I'm not sneaky. I mean, I'm sneaky, but I'm not sneakier than a xenomorph. Like, it's gonna come out of the ceiling or the wall and take my ass out immediately.
Yeah.
I could think I'm so hidden, like so fucking hidden, and it would just be right next to me in this little, like right into the side of my head.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
The worst part is they don't like insta kill you either. They kind of fuck with you. They're very like slow about it. So, yeah, I would say
Yeah.
5%.
Like, the
I would say
hunting
that's
is
not
slow.
gonna. Yeah, I would say that's not gonna fucking work. God dang,
Because
dude.
I would get so like impatiently scared that I would probably end up trying to run.
Well, see, if I
And
heard them
I-
fighting right in a certain area, I'd probably try to run. But like, what the hell else is on the ship that tries to fuck you up? You know?
Yeah, right? Like, if you heard it fighting, is it fighting a predator? Is it fighting another xenomorph? Like, another person dying over there? Like,
Nah.
how do you know? How many xenomorphs are on the ship? Like, it could be fighting one over there, and then one is in front of you when you run around a corner.
Yeah, and if their growth is like canon, like let's say Alien, right? What if their growth
Yeah.
is just like Alien Covenant, where like they super fucking grow? You know what I mean? They're almost a full-fledged xenomorph, like after a couple of hours. You know, it's gonna take you a long
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to get to the escape pods. You know.
Yeah,
I hate
there's
everything.
no way. There'd be
I'm gonna say 0.
multiple
I
full-grown
just don't
xenomorphs.
think. Yeah, I just don't think that it's possible to survive. I mean, the movie shows you can survive.
The more that we talk about it,
I think it's just because I'd be so fucking scared. You know, like I'm not
yeah.
a pussy, but at the same time, again, my heartbeat was beating so fast whenever I thought somebody broke into my house, I couldn't hear anything. Like the ability to hear was just gone. I was like, cool. I can feel this in my entire core, and I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, there's no way I could stay calm, you know? Like,
Well, there's no
I
fucking
would
way. You
try
can't even
my
really
hardest.
comprehend it. You know, it's beyond your rational thought. You know?
Yeah. No matter how fucking hard I would try to be calm, I wouldn't be able to hear. Yeah, I'd hear my heartbeat over everything, and this thing's sneaking up through the fucking ceiling at me this whole time while I'm freaking out, like having a panic attack. Like, no, it's done. I'm done. 0% chance. 5 was way too high. It's a 0.
I just don't see how you survive it. I think I initially agreed with your 5. I was like, yeah, 5. And I'm like, no. I'm like, this is not going to happen.
I just said a low number, but now that we explain it, like, yeah, it's 0.
And if you went like the Alien Isolation route, to where if there were like rogue, like robots on the deal, you're just fucked. You're just not going to get. We've talked about that to where the robots are almost scarier than xenomorphs because they're like perfect, pale, kind of milky white skin. I don't know why I said perfect. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I tried to turn that into a joke against
you know
myself.
Why you said perfect.
But no, with that, they're just like too perfect, but they just don't stop. They're just their whole body language, their determination to fuck you up and kill you for being there. It's just, oh god, everything about that is just so fucked. Like,
yeah,
-5.
Honestly, that would probably be the worst, like, This is kind of a cool little segue into another question. Like, how do you think you would like survive like different like movie verses? I'm thinking Alien would be the worst one. Like,
I think so.
There's
yeah. Why? It's just terrible. I mean, that is the one place. Okay. We said we come back to it, Devin. Not to interrupt anything you're about to say. Put a xenomorph in that forest in Japan.
you just make it so much worse.
You know what I mean?
Like, you already want to kill yourself in it. Like, it gives you that feeling of dread.
Yeah.
But then put that
although it's
demon
almost
alien thing in there.
Oh man, it would be terrifying, right? But like here's what's also interesting: the setting. I would venture to say the xenomorph is scary no matter what, right? But within that H.R. Geiger design and everything else, the cold recess of space in a space station to where you have no fucking way to get out. Your only way out is an escape pod. That's a scarier setting than the forest, though. You'd at least have the comfort of knowing that you have trees and shit around you and whatnot. Not even that that's a comfort.
But it could be
there's just
in any tree.
Well, what I meant was like there's some familiarity with the stuff, right? To where a space station, it's familiar, but at the same time, it's distant. It's not reminiscent of home. It's reminiscent of I'm in the fucking vacuum of space. Ugh. God.
So you're saying the vacuum of space is more terrifying than
I'd say a space station.
Deep forest?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because like if you got on somewhere,
forest would be worse.
Say you fly a helicopter, right? Let's throw out a stupid fucking hypothetical, right? Within all these hypotheticals. Okay. You get a helicopter. You fly up high in the air. The xenomorph's not getting you. It's not specifically hunting you out. It's just trying to fuck up the nearest thing, right? Fly the helicopter wherever. You're safe. Mm-hmm. Fine. They don't have some vendetta against you. In space, you have no choice but the escape pod. You bust out a window, you get sucked out in space and die. Your only chance of survival is the escape pod. Whereas, granted, I mean, a helicopter is kind of an escape pod, but once you're gone, you're gone. You have a whole gigantic, just litany of different problems with an escape pod.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're in this forest where compasses don't work. Oh, you're lost.
I forgot about.
You don't know where you're going. You could be going deeper into the forest. You don't really have an escape. Like, at least on the space station, there is an escape pod. It's there.
I'm deleting your Skinwalker messages, by the way. They're too fucking scary to me.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. I feel better. Sorry. It was just staring at me the whole time we're talking. I'm like, nope.
But, yeah, like, the escape pod, you know it's over there and you can get to it at some point. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. But the forest, you could be going the wrong way the entire time. You don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And it's climbing up in trees. If the spirits are screaming like they say locals hear, then you hear that, and the xenomorph is out there. You don't know if it's killing somebody or if that's a spirit. Nah, bro. Nah.
No.
There's just too much going on.
You reminded me about spirits. Okay. This is one of the things we were going to talk about as well. Paranormal things that have happened to us personally. Like creepy shit.
I've got a few. They're not like, they're scary, but they're not like really, really like.
Yeah, they're not as dreadful as xenomorphs on the deal.
Yeah. But okay, there's this one time I was at my neighbor's house, and for some reason we were super into like horror stuff.
Yeah.
We tried to like my white neighbor. We tried to with my white friends at the time. We tried to like see if we could hear, because they had the idea, and this is what happened. We would like go underneath my friend's bed, like turn off all the lights, go all the way to the back. It was like up against the wall. We'd go underneath it, and then we would just sit there, like super, super fucking quiet. Like it's pitch black. We're underneath the bed. There's like 4 of us lined up. And we would just listen. And there was always like all of our friends, we swear to this day that we weren't the ones making the sounds. And you could just hear like a creaking, like almost a hiss, like a woman was hissing all the time. Like it happened almost every single time that we were under there. And we would do it like very big gaps. Yeah, we would do it very big gaps between it. So it's not like, oh, we did it this time, and then the next day we did it again. We would do it like months and months later. Because we're like, oh, you remember that time? Or you remember when that happened? Like, let's see if we can hear it again. And it was always in the same room. And then one time we did it in a different room on the other side of the house, and it happened again. And you could hear it. And we switched positions where we were every time. So I was laying next to everybody at certain times. So
yeah,
I could hear it wasn't them. It was outside. It felt like it was in the room, but it was outside of the group.
Oh,
like nobody was doing that sound.
Ugh.
We still don't have an explanation for that. There's 0 explanation for what that was.
So I believe that shit exists, right? I full on believe that shit goes on. My mom's house, I think, was haunted whenever she was a girl.
Yeah, it was definitely the house. Like it was definitely the house.
Oh yeah, man. Like
no
she
doubt
had
in my mind.
Oh yeah, she had fucking They had footsteps that would run up and down the stairs. And there was nobody there.
God.
Like
the footsteps are
like
the worst.
She was like legit. My dad, as we talked in another podcast, I guess I don't remember. Maybe it was. I guess it was the last podcast. It was a Patreon exclusive with the Exorcist book. He's seen some supernatural stuff as a kid. Didn't really talk about it because it was just so fucking spooky. Apparently, he was like, I'm not gonna tell you what I saw, but it was spooky as shit. And then what the hell did my mom have? I think my mom had like dolls that floated across the room before, or like at least would like turn their heads or something. Like literally like some horror movie style shit where I was like, okay, fuck that. I had one. This one was scary as shit, and I hate that I got that stupid fucking fuck. All right, cool. We thank God for a little Wi-Fi chip and fucking mobile hotspot. Yeah, so that was there's the pic. Oh shit! It stopped sharing the screen. I hope it allows me to do that. All right, perfect setting. So yeah, dolls like flying across the room and shit like that, or at least like moving their heads. It's creepy shit, right? But I had one creepy thing that happened to me as a kid. My ceiling caved in. There was a leak that the landlady would not fix. She was just really shit about it. It was a drip. We had to put a bucket under it, and then the whole like ceiling area like fell out like 3 or 4 like feet of this hole. So I had to sleep in my sister's room. Okay. I was sleeping in my sister's room on the floor. And I had one of those I forget what they're called, but they're like the rice curtain kind of things, like man. It's usually like you see a movie, a lady goes behind it. It's like a curtain, but it stands up on the side. It's just a bamboo curtain, I guess. Anyway, or like a rice paper curtain. Anyway, I have it folded up and it's leaned up against my wall. And I'm laying down on the ground and I look in my room and I see a figure standing right next to it. And it looks like my mom. Ugh, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I'm looking at it. I can't make out its face. And its body's just kind of protruding out of it just a little bit. And I go, Mom? And the thing just leans back into the fucking wall. And then just like disappears. And I flip the fuck out. And yeah, that was my like paranormal moment that scared the fuck out of me as a kid. It's like my mom like prayed with me and shit. She's like, "All right, we are getting that shit out of our house." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down with it. I don't want to do that again."
Yeah.
So
you gotta get that shit out immediately.
But bro, it was not fucking cool. That stuck with me forever. So I just look back and I'm like, that was creepy as fuck. But
yeah,
do not recommend, my friend.
Yeah, it's just something that, like, shit like that where it's familiar. Like, I have something. This actually happened, not super recent, but like within a couple years. So, me and Kat, we had come back from, I don't know, the bars or something. I don't know what we were doing. But we were sitting in the car, like, talking. This was early into us meeting, so we're just, like, shooting the shit. And, there's a street light, or a house light that goes onto my neighbor's house. And he had started a job at a morgue.
Oh.
And yeah, he had already told, like, my parents about like kind of creepy things that happen in the morgue and whatnot, and that, like, he sometimes feels like shit would, like, follow him. So we're looking at over at his house, and it looks like there's a shadow of a person, like, standing. You could see the shadows on their garage. And we're like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's very late. It's like 2 a.m. And we're like, what the fuck is that? Like, hey, like, you see that too, right? Like, let's be safe here, like, not get fucking murdered. And then it just starts shrinking, and we're like, what the fuck? Is it somebody moving, or what are they doing? No one in sight, no one anywhere, but it's just shrinking. We just sat there in silence and watched it shrink into the ground. Kind of like what you were just saying, with the shadow just sunk back into the wall. It did that into his garage, like, just slowly. It took like 15 minutes. We just watched it sink into the garage and just be gone. And we were like, what the fuck?
Bro,
absolutely.
I hate
no
this.
no words for it.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know about you, but I've had a feeling of dread this entire podcast. And like the second we hit start on this, like, we were joking about the deals, but then whenever we started getting into the fucking other shit, I thought this was gonna be a fun podcast.
Hey, I mean,
this has been stressful, dude.
It was fun, you know. It's just spooky shit,
no, it's
man.
fucking hilarious.
Spooky
This is awesome. As a Halloween podcast, this is fucking great. I'll probably look on this editing process with a lot of love, or be like, Devin, this fucking podcast is scaring the shit out of me. I don't know what to do. Oh my god.
It's like we're
and then
never
the internet
doing
goes
Halloween
out, which is
one ever
fucking
again.
awesome. Holy shit. I hope you said
Yeah,
some funny
bro.
shit.
That I did. I was like, Jordan, where the fuck did you go? Like, hold on, what the fuck is this?
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, of course it fucking goes out. Oh my god. Like, and then I say, whenever it's out, I'm like, hold on, chat. I'm like, fuck, I said it again.
I was like looking around my room too. I was like, no way.
I turned on the fucking light. I turned on the fucking light. I was like, nope. Because I pulled up this fucking photo, started talking about that creepy shit, and the internet went out. I'm like, okay. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Fuck that.